Now, things would be a little different from here on out. I'm changing the way I do things now, not doing the same old like before. Now, I like to tell stories. I like to create, but I find that my creation has been rather inconsistent over the past few years. Sometimes I'd release a book, sometimes I wouldn't. I'd announce a lot of things, they'd never get done. I admit that, and I don't like it. Thing is, though, I think I know why that is, apart from maybe a lack of discipline. I think it comes from that I'm just working in an ineffective medium. You see, whether it's because of bad literature teachers or cool video games or streaming or TV or whatever, people don't read like they used to. You see, typically I'm a novelist. I work in prose. But, well, the days of Goosebumps being an event on the playground, the days of Harry Potter causing people to line up around the block, those days are long over. And novels just won't have the kind of spread, the kind of cultural cachet that they had in earlier eras. Sometimes, as I pointed out, as late as the 1990s, or even the 2000s if you want to count The Hunger Games and Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey. Or was 50 Shades of Grey the 2010s? I don't know. But you get my point. The days of stuff like that being an event are over. By contrast, comics get a lot of attention now. You see it on the crowdfunding websites. Comics have people excited. They have people spending money. And not necessarily the people with huge followings either. Even small comics will get people excited. And so it's clear to me that that's where things are going. Comics are the new novels. They're what you do when you want to tell a story that people will read, but you don't have the budget to make animation or a live action film. On top of that, the other thing is what I'm doing right now. YouTube videos have largely displaced blogs. I ran a blog and another blog, but but like with reading, people don't get excited for blog posts. They get excited for YouTube videos. They watch or listen to YouTube videos. That's the thing here. As a result of these things, I've decided, you know what, it's time to face reality. It's time to reorient how I do things. It's time for a great reset. A great creative reset, of course. If I were the ones doing the actual great reset, I wouldn't be sitting here making YouTube videos. Anyway, for too long, I've denied reality, but now let's set things straight. First off, uh, any creative project I had said anything about in the past few Years, except for the Venus Spectacular, don't worry about it at all. Forget about it. I'm resetting. Anything that's not the Venus Spectacular or Sasha Reed, forget about. Second, I'm reorienting my creative output more towards comics than prose. But Rawl, I hear you say. Comics cost money to get into. Well, getting in front of all those eyeballs isn't going to be cheap. So I just see it as the price of admission. If I wrote novels, here's how it will go. At first, people will get excited. Then, a bunch of people will buy a few copies, and maybe there'll be one sale every so often, a few days after the initial release. Then, dead silence. Maybe reviews trickle in, but that's about it. But there's no excitement around it at all, because no one's going to get excited for a wall of text. So, instead, I'm going to try for comics because people actually get excited about those. They're easier to share because a picture can convey an idea much faster than a wall of text. Yeah, these things will have to be what I do if I want my stories to get read and get seen. That's the thing here. I'm not just writing to self-indulge. I want people to actually read what I write. And the data is clear. We're all reading picture books now. We're not reading regular books for entertainment, at least. We're reading picture books. We're using visual media, not written media. Maybe this will disappoint some of you. Rawl, you should stick to novels. But no, I shouldn't. Because, well, yeah, well, if I'm going to put a bunch of hard work into something, I want someone to at least notice it. And people just don't like novels as much as they used to. So I'll have to change how I do things. I'll also try to make more YouTube content instead of doing blogs because really, really, no one really cares about blogs anymore. Maybe Substack is a thing, but I'm not so sure that people will care too much about blogs. And since I'm moving into more visual content, yeah, YouTube would probably suit me a lot better. Anyhow, that's all for today. I hope to see you on the space later. Bye.